And it's super difficult to impress me because I'm such a big fan of Forrest Gump, and you have to do really great with a copy movie, because same thing happened with Warrior. I was a big fan of Warrior. I watched it a long time ago before Brothers came out. And finally, there was a trailer with one of my favorite actors, that is Akshay Kumar, and said that this is perfect. Like a movie that I loved so much, and now it came in India and with a great actor. And Brothers was horrible. Honestly, Warriors was a great movie. You have watched it. I made you see it after 3 to 4 trials.
Yes, yes, yes.
Finally, you watched it. It's a
It was
fantastic,
amazing.
fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Brothers did not do a great job. Similarly, Night and Day was a movie in which Tom Cruise was there and Cameron Diaz, and they tried to remake it with Bang Bang,
Yeah.
and they did a great job. Bang Bang was a decent movie,
Yeah.
but this one I think is the best copy ever of something from Hollywood, and I thought that they are just going to go step by step, copy and copy. This happened over there. Somehow
Yes,
make it Indian and just show the same thing, which they did a lot
Yeah.
of times. But it has a different twist. See, even in Forrest Gump, you'll get bored after 1 hour or so, because you'll not understand what's going on. See, it's a very artistic movie. So the way it works is that it is literally showing you the entire life of a person. What they're trying to do is show a life cycle from a mother sending her kid to the school, to that kid becoming a father sending his kid to the school. That's an entire life cycle that they're trying to show, and in between a lot of things happen. And what that movie is showing is also there are a lot of losses that you see when you grow up, when you go through life, which is great, very relatable, good movie. And definitely the character building of that movie is fantastic, because any story is as good as the lead character, and if you can relate to it, like it or hate it, if you can relate to that person, you know what that person is. If that's a unique character, you're going to love that character, whether it is Arjun Reddy, which is a negative character, or to some extent, or to any protagonist, even if it is Spider-Man, which is a positive character. That character matters a lot. So I started watching this movie. First of all, for the first 15 minutes I was busy ordering food, but I knew where it was going. And acting was fantastic.
Yeah. And also we were very tired. We just
Entire day,
we had 15,000 steps. We walked 15,000 steps
which is
on
a
that
lot.
day.
Yeah.
And then we watched it at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was I saying? Yeah. Acting is fantastic. The one thing that nobody is talking about, there's no overacting, there's no underacting, there's no poor
extra drama. We can
extra
say.
drama. There's no extra drama, which we used to see a lot in Bollywood.
Blingy songs.
Yeah.
No blingy songs.
No blingy songs. Nobody is starting to dance and all. More realistic, if you say so.
Yes.
There was just like, you can actually point out there's only one bad acting, and that was from that one random
Guy who tries to forcibly kiss Kareena Kapoor.
like that. That's
Rupa.
that's it.
Yeah.
Some would be saying that Amir Khan is overacting. Well, you cannot compare Tom Hanks with Amir Khan, right? Not saying that Tom Hanks is much better or Amir Khan is much better. They played a different role. So when this kind of character role comes, it depends on what that person is. Like Ryan Gosling is going to remain Ryan Gosling, whether it is La La Land or 2049. Okay.
Yeah.
Arjun Reddy did his job according to his character. That is the person he is. And what is his name? Shahid Kapoor did his job according to him. What was that movie? Kabir Singh.
Yeah.
Right? So the actor a lot of times influences the character, and that person cannot do anything about it until and unless you are Daniel Day-Lewis and you live like a boxer for a year or so and change your character, which is a different kind of acting. But Amir Khan is not one of them. Okay. So he brought his character over here, and you can see a lot of PK in it. You can see a lot of Three Idiots in it, because that's Amir Khan, right? So you might think that it is overacting, but what if, like, the character of Forrest Gump or Laal Singh Chaddha itself is not an ordinary character. That person is not a normal person. He's going to behave a little bit differently. That's what they're trying to show. It's a different kind of person, right? So you cannot say it is overacting or anything. Or like few scenes really griped me. Like, I'm going to give some spoiler alert so you can decide whether you want to listen or not. But at the end, when he was mourning the death of certain someone, I'm not going to say, it really felt like what it would be like to lose someone you love so much.
Yes, it just gave you that touch and that maybe a glimpse. Maybe when your
it scares
close
you.
one will maybe they'll go from this world.
Yeah.
How are you gonna face that?
Yeah, how bad it can be, or how bad it can feel.
Yeah, we connected,
Yeah.
we resonated with it.
Only a great actor can do that. And to
Exactly.
say that Amir Khan is not doing a great job in acting is kind of a disgrace to acting itself.
Yes.
Like what is a great acting then? I can understand that you love him a lot. That Rocky from what was that movie? KGF. You love that person a lot as an actor. I know. I like his acting as well. He played a character, right? But I don't think that person will be able to do what Amir Khan did over here when it comes to the emotional side. Now, to be honest, there's a kind of actor who can do a particular kind of job. You cannot expect Shah Rukh Khan to be playing, let us say, a role.
Amir Khan, maybe.
Yeah. So different people are different. Or Shah Rukh Khan, if he was playing Arjun Reddy or so, it won't fit.
Or Akshay Kumar in Prithvi Raj.
Yeah.
It was not convincing that much.
Yeah. That's a different topic. I kind of liked it, even though a lot of people did not.
Okay.
I think he was fitting pretty fine.
Fine.
But that's a topic for another day. I did not watch the entire movie, just watched some part to know more about history. That's it.
Yes.
Okay, so where was I? Acting was fantastic, and Mona Singh, right? The name of the girl who played the mother. She was doing amazing job. So
amazing. Yeah.
So what are you talking about? Why boycott this? I understand that there are some emotions. There are some emotions like they showed about Operation Blue Star, but they did not talk about Kashmir files or what happened over there in the terms of genocide, right? That is debatable why that was not shown and that was shown. But then again, coming to the point, the whole movie is around a person who was born a Sikh.
Yes.
Right? So you cannot all of a sudden go to Kashmir and move from here. And there might be a lot of things happen in Tamil Nadu as well at the same time. So maybe that did not fit the description. Maybe there was a bias. I do not know. All right. But just because that particular part was not shown, you cannot hate on a movie because that movie has its own story. Yes. It is not a propaganda, right? It is not something that is there to bring any awareness, right? If you look at it, it is not an awareness kind of thing. It is not a documentary, right? Where you are talking about every event that happened in India.
Yeah, story is woven in a very simple thread, Ashish. It's a very simple movie and it's very difficult because when a script like this, it's very simple, then it becomes very challenging part for the entire crew and especially the lead actors to convince people to come to cinema and watch this kind of stuff and moreover like it after going and after leaving.
Like I said, it is difficult for you to impress an audience who has maybe already watched Forrest Gump and knows that this is a copy. Like this is a legal proper copy of that movie. The timeline remains the same.
Yeah.
It's only that the situation changes, the position and location changes and different historic events are there.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And the movie also was quite funny a lot of times. It was funny, it was emotional. They were really cracking people and we were in theater barely at 20% audience.
Yeah.
But they were laughing. Like, who's to say that is like you are going to make people laugh on the basis of bias as well? Like, we are completely unbiased. We went over there just to see what they have done.
Yes.
And one thing is that when you do not have much expectation, and we actually went to the theater thinking that it's a horrible movie, and I'm going to eat a lot of food, and maybe Komal is going to sleep because she was very tired. But we like the movie.
Yes,
right?
yes, yeah.
So that's one bonus, that when you walk into a movie thinking that it's garbage, it is going to always impress you.
Yeah, I just loved this movie and it was the most amazing part is that it was so simple. Still, I got fascinated to it as just I mentioned it, that it's very challenging job.